Hi there, my name is the Maraday, and today we're doing something slightly different. I'm going to be showing you how to make a pattern from a digital model to make padding like this. Let's get started. Now, my first step to making this kind of padding is to make a 3D model of your dummy. This isn't 100% necessary, but it will make designing your patterns a lot easier. A very quick and easy way to do this is with a photogrammetry tool, like Polycam, which turns pictures and video into 3D models. All you have to do is install the app and follow the on-screen instructions. It's super easy. Once you've done that, head over to poly.cam, log in and find your model. Have a quick check to make everything is alright, and then hit download and select OBJ as the file format. Next, let's open up Blender, hit File, Import, and funnily enough, OBJ. Find your OBJ file and ta-da! We have our base model. Now, photogrammetry has no concept of scale, so we may need to rescale our model. To do that, let's create an empty object. Then drag it from the ankle to the top of the shoulder, which I know is 1.5 meters. But this can be any known measurement in your scene. As you can see from the top of the screen, it's currently measuring 1.1 meters. So all we have to do is scale it by 1.5 divided by 1.1, which is about 1.36. Now our base mesh is to scale, let's create our padding by starting with a simple plane. We can subdivide, extrude, move, and scale this plane until it forms the shape we want. One useful trick is to head to the top of the window and select this drop-down and click on Face Project. This will allow us to use the Control key to snap vertices to the dummy. Once you're happy with the shape, it's time to add the seams. You can do this by selecting Edge Select at the top left, then Shift selecting all the edges you want to be seams. Then right-click and select Mark Seam. If you're not sure where or how many seams to add, play around and add more than you need. You can always remove them later with a right-click, Clear Seam. Once you're done, drag out a second window using this impossibly tiny triangle and use the drop-down to select UV Editor. This is where we can see and edit our pattern. First, we need to make some secret meshes that'll help us later. Duplicate a vertex and use it to make two rectangles. It doesn't matter how wide they are, but make the first one 800mm tall and the second 200mm tall. Next, select everything with A, and then press U and select Unwrap. Let's move things around. We don't need the long rectangle anymore, but the small one, let's move it to the top left. Next, select UV, export UV layout. The size is going to be equal to the length of your long rectangle, 800 times 4. Hit export. Next, we need to split our pattern into A4 sheets, so head over to img.app/splitimage and upload the layout. The width here needs to be set to pixels and should be equal to the width of an A4 piece of paper in millimeters times 4. The same goes for the height. You should now have your UV grid split into A4 pages. Let's print the first page as a test. As you can see, our small rectangle is a bit shorter than 200mm. It's 97% to be exact. So let's head back over to our splitter and multiply our current split sizes by 97%. Once printed, everything should now be to scale. Next, we need to stick all our sheets together, then cut them out. Now's a good time to tape the seams together and pin it onto your dummy to check the size and shape of the padding. Next, we need to transfer the pattern to whatever material we're using. Standard procedure from here. Put in all your seams, your darts, sew everything together, and you should be away. And there we have it, a nicely sewn padding pocket. Next, let's pin it to the dummy and stuff it to see how it looks. So now we should have the padding looking like it roughly was in the digital model. As you can see, it's filling out the shape nicely, the darts are doing their job, and it's pinned onto whatever material you're using, or onto the fursuit, or however you want to do it, ready to be sewn on, which I'm not going to show because it takes forever, and I'm actually not ready with this suit quite yet. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful. I have no idea if anyone else does things this way, or whether this will work for anyone else apart from me. So give it a go, let me know how you get on, and as always, you can find me on Twitter or in the comment section below. If you've got any questions, do reach out. On the back of that, Maraday out.